This video will show you how to draw ray diagrams for concave mirrors. So we know this is a concave mirror because the mirror curves inward facing the left. So over here on this side, on the left side will be the outside of the mirror, and then over here on the right will be the inside of the mirror. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do your line from the top of the object through to the center, bouncing off the mirror and going back the way it came. So here's my center right here and the top of the object, and I will draw a straight line going up to the mirror, and I'm going to show my arrow to show which direction it's going. Now this ray is going to travel back upon itself along the same path so that I have arrowheads going in both directions. The second line you're going to do is parallel to the principal axis and bouncing off the mirror. So remember, this line right here is our principal axis and it meets up with the mirror at the vertex. So I'm going to draw a line from the top of my object to the mirror, and remembering my arrowhead. And now this ray is going to bounce off and it's going to go through our focus, our F. So parallel through to the focus. Get my arrowhead there. Okay, you have one more line you need to draw, and this is going to be focus through the top of the object to the mirror, and then it's going to reflect parallel to the principal axis. Now it's alright if you go off of the mirror a little bit. You can always extend it upwards. So here I just hit the mirror right at the upper corner, but we're just assuming the mirror can be infinitely large. Draw my arrowhead, and now it's going to go parallel to the principal axis. Alright, so those are the three lines you need to draw, and we're going to look at them and try and determine where the image is. Now remember, the image is formed from the reflected lines because the light is traveling from the mirror to our eyes, and that's how we see the image. So as I can see, these reflected lines pointing out away from the mirror don't seem to be lining up. What I can do is see if the image is virtual and inside of the mirror. And I do this by extending the reflected lines backwards into the mirror, and you have to use dotted lines. So I'll take my center line, and because it reflects back on itself, I know that it'll be over here. You don't need to draw arrowheads for these lines. Then I will do my parallel through focus, and it's bouncing off at the focus, so I will extend this line behind the mirror using a dotted line. And finally, we have our focus through to the parallel, and the parallel line is what has been reflected off. So I will extend that line backwards like this. Now sometimes this happens where all your lines don't fully match up, but if you have at least two of them and it looks like it's close, then you can pretty much assume where your image top is going to be. So remember, where the lines intersect is the top of your image. So I have them intersecting sort of in this area here. So that'll be my arrowhead, the top of my arrowhead for the image. I will extend my principal axis to the other side of the mirror. The bottom of your image is located on the principal axis, so you'll always be able to tell your orientation. So I find that this is my image when my object is between the focus and the concave mirror. We need to do our salt now, our size, attitude, location, and type. And if I look at my image in comparison to the object, my size is larger. My attitude would be upright. My location will be behind the mirror. And the type of image, since it's inside of the mirror, we call this a virtual image. Okay, so try a few of these out for yourself and see how you carry on with those. Great.